Hi everyone, welcome back to the HUBient Talent channel. This is Stella Bella. I hope you've all had a wonderful week. So over the course of the year, I have recommended a whole heap of skincare and beauty products. Some of them I've continued to use, some of them have been replaced with even better finds. Today I wanted to put together the 5 skincare products that I've used in 2022 that actually lived up to its hype. So these are products that maybe you've heard about a lot, or you've seen a lot of ads on Instagram and Facebook, and maybe you've been a bit skeptical as to whether or not they actually work, especially for the price point that they're at. But I've spent the money on them, I've used the products, and these are the top 5 skincare finds of 2022. Actually works, and I highly recommend. So this is in no particular order because I use these all regularly and I find them super useful, and that's why I'm recommending them today. So the first one I want to talk about is the Dermapen Microneedling pen. So a lot of you may have already heard about microneedling and how helpful it is for the skin renewal process. And I did do a review specifically on the Dermapen product, so please check it out. The video will be in my playlist or it will be linked down below. So please check it out so you can see the full review of the product, but I highly recommend this. So microneedling, quick summary for those who don't know, is essentially using a bunch of very fine small needles and pretty much damaging the very superficial surface of your skin so it doesn't get too deep into the epidermis, but it does puncture little holes. As scary as it sounds, it does work, but it does puncture little holes into your skin and basically damage it a little bit so that it prompts your body and your skin to generate new cells to repair the skin. And it also prompts the generation of collagen and elastin under the skin. So basically what you get afterwards is new, fresh, brighter looking skin. So you know how sometimes when your skin gets a little bit dry and flaky and you go through a big exfoliation process and then afterwards it's all silky smooth because you've basically removed all of that dead skin and you've brought out new baby soft skin underneath. This is basically what it does. And a lot of people swear by it if they've got skin issues as well, like acne, scarring, hyperpigmentation, that sort of thing. So this is very, very useful. So this is a needle head, a brand new needle head that comes in like this, and you can open that up and you can see clearly, but these are like little tiny needles in there. You can't really see it clearly, but they are so fine, so small. And this is the 16 needle. So that means there are 16 needles in there. And all you got to do is just pop it in like this, twist to lock, and press that button. Yeah, and you can change it to how fast it goes, and you can also twist it up the top here to indicate how deep it goes. So definitely check out my review of the actual product because I use it, I show you how to use it, and some of the things that you need to be careful about, because obviously if you're using it for the very first time, you want to go super, super easy. And very important that you use a hyaluronic acid serum with this as you go over so that this doesn't drag. So make sure your skin is wet with that serum first for it to be the most effective and for it not to actually damage your skin. So please watch my video for the full review and a rundown of how to use it. I can tell you from my personal experience, it definitely works. My second skincare find that I wanted to recommend to you guys is one that I haven't actually talked about before in any of my videos, but it's one that I actually use regularly. And because it's so basic and part of my beauty routine that I haven't felt the inclination to talk about it specifically. But when I was coming up with this particular topic, I thought about the things that I actually wanted to share with you guys as must-haves, and this just popped into mind. It was just so natural. And it's not a pricey thing either. It's something that you can get from your local pharmacy, Coles, Woolworths, Chemist Warehouse. Chemist Warehouse does do really good specials quite often if you are in Australia. And this is the Revitalift Filler plus Hyaluronic Acid, 1.5% pure hyaluronic acid anti-wrinkle serum. Okay, so this is what this product is, and it is a serum that looks like this. Adding hyaluronic acid into your skincare routine, whether it's this brand or another brand, is super important. But I have found this brand to be one of the best I've ever tried, this particular serum. Now, this whole range here, this whole purple L'Oreal Revitalift Filler range, I think is recommended for over 40-year-olds, which I am not, but I didn't know this when I tried it. And when I bought it, I put it on, I was just amazed at how effective it was. So I just kept using it until recently I realized, oh, it's actually for people with sort of older skin. And I think that's why it's so useful. So if you are in your 40s or 50s, like 40s and up, this will be very useful to sort of bring back that bounce or help to maintain it. If you are younger than that, nothing stops you from using this. It's just more concentrated. And if you find that you don't really need it yet, or it's a bit too heavy, you can always use it every couple of days or just a couple of times a week, but it makes such a big difference. It is a little bit strong for me sometimes. I do find that it's a little bit sticky, and it's not something that I can wear underneath makeup unless I wait for it to dry completely, which I don't usually have time to do. So do keep that in mind. But for something that you put on at night as sort of a really rich moisturizing serum, this is really good. This is super helpful to bring that moisture in and lock it in, because I think what it does is straight away it just brings back the moisture and the plump in your skin because it is so rich. So it kind of gives off the effect like you've just been to, you know, one of those places and gotten fillers or Botox or whatever. It's not cheap. At recommended retail price is around $50, but you can get it half price a lot of the times on special at Chemist Warehouse and Woolworths. So definitely check it out. Okay, next up is a product that I've talked about quite a lot, and I do have a video on it, so please make sure to check it out. The link is down below, and that is of the Tripolar Stop VX. So Tripolar, if you are on social media and you're into skincare, you probably would have seen a lot of targeted ads of this product. So this is an RF, so radio frequency skin device that basically conducts heat along with radio frequency and dynamic muscle activation to stimulate underneath, so in a deeper layer of your skin, to stimulate collagen production, elastin, in order to tighten and plump up your skin. So do check out my video review, which shows exactly how to use it and the whole product. But basically, this is what it looks like. And you do need to connect it to to power. So it does have a charger cable that connects. But basically, these little nodes here conducts heat, and you do need a special gel to use with it. So you put it on your face first. It's a very sticky gel, but it helps to conduct the heat from the device straight into where it's supposed to go. So you won't feel the heat on your actual skin. It actually goes deeper into the next level of your dermis to stimulate the collagen, and it actually works. But this does take time, so you have to be patient with it, using it 2 to 3 days for about 8 to 12 weeks before you see any real effects, any long-lasting effects. What I noticed was after a week or so of using it, your skin does become a lot plumper, especially with the dynamic muscle activation mode. Your jawline does get more defined, your skin does look a little bit brighter, more plump, more juicy, and it's not so dull and worn. After time, 8 to 12 weeks, those effects end up being long lasting. And after 8 to 12 weeks, you can do a maintenance routine of maybe just once or twice a week, and then even drop down even more to maybe once every fortnight or even once a month. Although pricey, is effective and it is worth it. Now, number 4 is a product that I haven't done a video on before, and I've only actually recently found out about it maybe a couple of months ago. And this is through my interest in microneedling. So after I found that microneedling is so effective, this product just caught my eye, and it is not the same as microneedling, but it's kind of an imitation of it. And that is the Skyn Iceland Dissolving Microneedle Eye Patches. So this one right here. Now, when I say it's imitation, obviously it's an eye patch, and it goes under the eyes like under eye masks that you often see, but it claims to have little microneedles on the patch that dissolves. And it also has hyaluronic acid and peptides in those needles, so that when it dissolves underneath your eyes, it gets soaked right in. So when you first put the eye patch on, you do need to press down a little bit for those microneedles to sink into your skin. Some people have said it's painful. I haven't really felt much of that. I didn't really feel any pain. It's not the most comfortable thing, but if you do have low tolerance to pain, you might find this painful. You leave it on preferably overnight, but some people have said they've put it on for a couple of hours and it still does the trick. Over the course of a couple of hours to overnight, the microneedles will dissolve. And because it does create a little bit of that piercing effect, all of the hyaluronic acid, peptides, and all of the goodness of the mask soaks into your under eyes. And so when you take it off the next day, super bright, glowing, healthy under eye area, and it will lessen your eye bags and also any dark circles and shadows. So you can get these from Mecca for around $37 each. So it is a little bit pricey, but it is effective if you're able to afford it to use it regularly. So for me, I found that it worked after the first time using it. The under eye shadowing did lessen quite a bit. But for the most effective use and for it to be long lasting, they do recommend that you use it a couple of times a week for a few weeks consecutively. But if you've got a huge event on and you just want your under eye area to look more refreshed and brighter, and you've always had problems with dark circles and eye bags, this definitely effective and handy. Just a little bit pricey. Number 5. So I have actually saved the best for last. I know I said this is in no particular order, but in terms of ease of use, effectiveness, and price point, this out of everything is probably the best one. And that is an LED face mask. Now, I have reviewed an LED face mask in the past, which is the Eclair LED Therapy Mask right here. So I have reviewed one in the past. I've got another one here by Zobel. So this one here, this one actually came free when I got the microneedle pens. And I was expecting this to be terrible. I haven't done a video review on this one just yet, but I was expecting it to be terrible because it is a freebie, but I actually love it. Now, personally, I haven't actually bought one that is, around the $50, $60 mark, because there are ones that are a little bit cheaper on the market. I haven't tried one of those. This one here was $200 and the other one was retails at roughly the same, but I got it for free. So I can't vouch for the effectiveness of the cheaper ones. But personally, as long as it's a reputable company and you read up on it and it has good reviews, LED light works on your skin. So regardless of the brand, regardless of the product, LED light just works. So do your research and find the brand or the product that works for you. Some LED masks could be stronger than others. Some have more different types of light than others as well. So depending on what your skin actually needs, do your research and find the light that's suitable for you. For me, adding an LED face mask into my skincare routine once every couple of days or even once or twice a week, as much as I can, because I often forget. I mean, obviously, if you're able to do it every 2 or 3 days regularly for maybe 8 to 12 weeks, you'll see the effects a lot more and it'll last for a lot longer. But if you're only able to do it once a week, that's fine as well. What I love about this Zobel one, is the fact that it is portable. So you can charge it up with just a normal USB-C charger. And once it's charged up, you can take it anywhere and it doesn't need, so I'm gonna turn it on. And it doesn't actually need any cables whatsoever. And on top of that, it actually has built-in eye protecting goggles inside. So the other one that I reviewed, which the link is down below, the other one that I reviewed has goggles that you actually just put on and then you put the mask over the top. And then you have to also plug it into a charger. So you have to be walking around with the cable, which can be a little bit uncomfortable. What I do like about this other one though, is that it can get like around this area of your face, so the eyes as well. Whereas this one, because the goggles do cover this entire part, you won't be able to get the LED effects on your under eyes or anything like that, but your eyes are more protected that way. I'm gonna turn this on to show you. So you've got all of these lights within your LED mask, and it does turn off by itself, like most LED masks do. If you have one that doesn't, take it back. It's not good enough. So you press it and then it comes with the blue. So the red LED light is one that regenerates, helps to regenerate collagen and plump up your skin and helps with wrinkles and is anti-aging pretty much. The blue one is more for skin issues like acne, scarring, that sort of thing. And the orange or the yellow one is for skin brightening. So if you have dull skin that's a little bit lifeless or a lot of dark spots and things like that, the orange or the yellow light helps a lot with it. So those 3 are the main lights. There are a lot of other lights, like the green, the pink, that does all sorts of different effects. But those 3 main ones we normally have issues with when it comes to our skincare. So most of them at a bare minimum will have these 3. Some will have more. So do your research and find the LED mask that works for you. But LED masks definitely work. And I highly recommend you adding it into your skincare routine on a regular basis because okay, so those were my top 5 recommendations for skincare products for 2022. Please drop a comment below if you've tried any of them or if you have any questions at all. I'd be happy to help. And please do check out all of the videos of the products that I have reviewed already if you want a deeper insight into how it all works and whether it's suitable for you. Do make sure to follow our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So you can stay updated on all of our amazing content that's going to be coming up. And please make sure to follow my social media as well. It's stellabella.au and I am on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope my video has helped, and I wish you all a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.